Howdy to everyone. It's Native American Heritage Month, so this episode we're going to talk to you about just a couple of things, just some facts so that you can just learn some things about our culture. Janae, you want to take it away?
So, if you guys don't remember what Alitu is, that is kind of like the old word that we used to say, halito. It's now, because of the Homo Language Project, they've rediscovered our language, and Alitu is the formal way to say hello. So, if you came to camp this past year, you remember our guest speaker, Miss Ida. Yeah, she came and she talked to you. She is one of the founders, I believe, of the Homo Language Project. So if you want to learn some nice, cool words, check out some YouTube videos. They have some ready to go for you.
I think you just Google the Homo Language Project and you can find some.
Yes.
So another thing we want to talk to you about is some Native American foods. I'm just going to talk about one today that hopefully y'all have all tried before.
Definitely.
It's fry bread. If you've gone to camp, you should have tried it. Fry bread's very popular within a lot of Native American tribes. If you are part of the United Homo Nation, we go to Jazz Fest. Every year we have a food booth, and me and Janae have both worked it. They have some really delicious food, and one of the most popular things we serve is fry bread. So it's the best way to describe it is it's like a big beignet. And you could put powdered sugar or honey on top. Some people like to dip their coffee in their coffee. And the food booth, the United Homo Nation food booth at Jazz Fest is one of the most popular booths. As somebody who's worked it, those lines get long. So that's just one of the most delicious things that is just known for different tribes.
Hey, you know what you could do with the fried bread?
Ooh, what?
Indian tacos.
Indian tacos. If y'all have never had Indian tacos, it's so good. It's that same piece of fry bread, but usually the dough for the Indian tacos doesn't have that little bit of vanilla, so it doesn't have that sweetness. And then you put homemade chili, some lettuce, some tomatoes, and then some cheese on top, and chef's kiss. It's so good. I miss it. I'm getting hungry right now. So, Janae, would you like to tell our viewers about a popular game in the Native American culture?
Yes, absolutely. So, if you've come to camp again, you might have heard us talk about stickball. Stickball is a game that's played outside, and I believe there's one stick in the middle and a bunch of little rackets. So if you want to learn a little bit more about that, you should definitely come to camp so you can learn and play it with us, because it's mostly played at powwows and gatherings.
And on reservations. They'll play that on different reservations.
Serious. Very, very serious.
I think they have they compete.
Yes.
Yeah, they have leagues for it.
Yes.
Yeah, I saw an article or something about
I've watched it. It's very scary. There's some big guys.
Very rough.
Yeah.
Like no protection, right? No helmets, no shoulder pads.
No, a racket and big guys.
Dang. I'm gonna have to go watch that. Okay, another thing that we wanted to talk to y'all about was books. Some books we would recommend to read, especially during Native American Heritage Month. I know some of y'all might not like to read that much, but these sound really good. So, maybe check out your local library. They might have a copy of it. Your school library might have a copy of it. You never know. Kindle, if you have a Kindle. I love my Kindle.
Me too.
So the first book is called After Obsession. It's by Carrie Jones and Stephen Waddell. And we'll have all this, like the cover of the book with the author and all at the end of the video in case you missed it. But it's about Alan, a half Navajo spiritual mystic, and he meets Amy, a gifted psychic, in his new high school. They realize they've had precognitive dreams of each other. Together, they must confront an evil spirit that has been responsible for the mysterious deaths in the river of their small Maine town for hundreds of years. I like a good mystery, so that sounds pretty good.
I love mysteries, yes.
The second book that is recommended, and I chose these myself because I do love to read. It's called Code Talker. It's a novel about the Navajo Marines of World War II. It's by Joseph Bruchac. I hope I said that right. So after being taught in a boarding school run by whites that Navajo is a useless language, Ned Begay and other Navajo men are recruited by the Marines to become code talkers, sending messages during World War II in their native tongue. So especially if you're a high school student, when you get to U.S. history as somebody who works in those classrooms, you are going to learn about the boarding school that natives had to go to, where they had to learn, they were made to act more white and try their heritage was erased. And then you'll also learn later on, when we learn about World War II, we'll learn about the Navajo code talkers and how they were instrumental in the Allied powers winning World War II. So this is a really good book, and if you're not in U.S. history yet, you can still read it, and then
get ahead of the game.
Yeah, and you can tell your teacher, I read about that book.
Smarty pants.
It was great, and then maybe your teacher will read that. And again, check out your local library. Check out your school library, and your local library. Sometimes, if you suggest a book, they'll order it. Might take a little bit, but still.
Yeah.
So
Okie dokie. So, Rock Your Mox is coming up November 15th. Don't forget it. You gotta do it. You gotta rock your mox. I had some moccasins.
And what happens if you don't have
If you
mox?
don't have moccasins, you are asked to wear a turquoise or teal ribbon on your shirt. So,
Solidarity.
yes.
It's exciting. And remember, you need to post the picture and tag Lafourche Parish Indian Ed, and you hashtag Rock Your Mox. ROCKYOURMOCS. Check your Google Classroom, guys. I know some of y'all are having trouble with internet, and we understand, but hopefully once your internet's fully restored, you can check out and see what has been posted. So in the second 9 weeks, we already have some lessons and videos out. There's going to be a whole section on Native American Heritage Month, history of Rock Your Mox, and some other cool things. They'll also have a whole section on ACT prep. Mr. Daniel Garner, who is a local teacher that teaches at the CMC, holds ACT prep classes every couple months, and he's got a good success rate.
He's awesome. I had him.
There we go. So he actually filmed some ACT prep, which is free to you guys. So definitely check out that Google Classroom, and you could take his whole course on your own time in the comfort of your own home for free, which you usually pay for that. And he's got a whole section, ACT prep with Daniel Garner, and every single little section ready to go, videos for you to watch. So if you are planning on taking the ACT, you're encouraged to view the videos. They're helpful in preparing, and those videos, that class will help you raise your ACT composite score. I'm not going to say it's guaranteed, but he has a pretty good success rate. Also, make sure that you fill out the sign-in sheet and do the exit ticket after viewing. That's really good for us. We need to collect that data. Some other things posted. We have a video on managing test anxiety. We have some fry bread recipe videos.
Ooh.
We have a fry bread read aloud and a writing activity. We have FAFSA information. Y'all really check out the Google Classroom. There's a lot of good information and fun activities in there. And that's my spiel on Google Classroom. Check it out.
Alright, drum roll please. It's time for the fun facts! Alright, so the first year of dedicating November as Native American Heritage Month started in 1990 by President H.W. Bush, and it continued through on for multiple presidents. Under Barack Obama in 2009, the celebration title was changed to National Native American Heritage Month.
George H.W. Bush.
It didn't say that, it just said H.W. Bush, okay? President Bush!
President Bush, number one, the dad.
Yes.
I think that's all we have for
That's
you
it.
guys. So, thank you for watching.
Rock your marks.
Check out Google Classroom. Read a book. Make and eat some fry bread, and
Invite me over.
yes, and enjoy Native American Heritage Month. Be proud about your
I was
heritage.
about to say that. Yes.
Be proud about it. It's unique.
Thank you.
Bye.